Hello, fellow crypto YouTubers. This is coinpicker.us. Again, coinpicker.us. And I'm just going to go to my site as I always do and show you how you can sign up for the daily report of the top trending coins that my algorithm creates for us. And also some reports that I send out just created without an algorithm on my own about coins that I find interesting. In fact, I have a couple I'm going to mention today, but that's coinpicker.us. Just click on this, fill it out, and you will be on my list. And my list will be going live starting this week. So people who've already signed up and it hasn't sent you a welcome email, it's going live this week. Today I want to talk about something really important that I don't think we're hearing a lot of from most of the other analysts on YouTube, and they're doing a great job, and I listen to a lot of them. Essentially, we've had a failure of the total market capitalization to crest the wave at somewhere in the neighborhood of $830 billion. That is critical, and I'll tell you why. I was looking for it hopefully to happen in this phase right here, because once we dropped precipitously, recovered, that would have been an unlikely recovery, and we've dropped a little bit lower. And this recovery right here looked strong enough, but it hasn't crested this one. So what do we got? 776. The top highest we've gotten here is 750, 40. We haven't crested this one. So what's happening is we're getting lower lows and lower highs. And it appears that this 830-ish top that we had in the total market capitalization may be with us for a while. And I had mentioned this to the people that I coach in one of the chat rooms and as a moderator as well, that it appears to me that the total market capitalization could be bouncing down to a 50-day, which would be, let's take a look at, that's 30 days. So 50-day would probably be in that range. We may continue to drop farther. My expectation is that we may drop and sort of muddle along at that point, and we may have a period of just recovering losses, distributing the values to different coins, and I'll show you what I mean by that. And not increasing the total market capitalization. I'll tell you what I mean by that. One of the things that I had already mentioned is that Ethereum is displacing Bitcoin. And then to a certain extent, it's even displacing Litecoin. Litecoin is still one of the top transacted coins. Ripple, as all of you may know, I can't stand Ripple. I want it out of the cryptocurrency world. I don't even want to consider it because it's really just a centralized company that wants to do away with every other currency. But getting back to Bitcoin versus Ethereum, Ethereum is now becoming the go-to currency, so to speak, even though it's really more of a platform. Litecoin is also attempting to get that, but it's having some issues. I think Litecoin will have a good period of time. Bitcoin Cash, somewhat. These are good transaction currencies, but Ethereum has what I call network or fief value, because virtually every other project rides on Ethereum. 1,500, 2,000 projects ride on Ethereum. So Ethereum has always got the demand, and the network always has value. Bitcoin has some of that, admittedly, but Bitcoin is essentially unusable these days. So getting back to this chart of the market cap, what it's telling us is that we have to invest differently. Before, we could throw money, as I said, throw a dartboard, basically. You could put all the cryptocurrencies on a dartboard, throw a dart, and you would get high returns. Now, it's no longer the case, because what we're seeing is a downward trend. It's undeniable ever since 830. We may have topped for a while at 830 billion. I can see that being the case. We may have topped for a while, and we may go considerably further down. However, it's not a complete trend change, because if you look at where we've come from, we're still so far advanced. Even if we got down to this area, it's equivalent to what happened in Bitcoin in this period, which was, well, this is really only a year. Let's do a year to date. Okay. All is what I want, actually. All. Okay. See this? You can't really tell it, but I know because I was involved in it, Bitcoin was doing massive jumps from $50 to 200 and back down to 100 and back up to 175 and back down all the way around here. So great times to trade. Tricky, difficult, not as many tools and places, but now what's going on is we're in a much larger market. We've climbed essentially too far too fast, and we could drop all the way down to $250 billion or even below and still be in a bull market. So I'm not going anywhere, and I don't want anybody following me to go anywhere. We're still in a bull market, just that we covered too much ground too quickly. We're probably going to pull back down here, and we may have quite a bit of time before it recovers. But one thing I've noticed about this market, especially now, is it does everything faster than every other market. Part of that is because it's just so frictionless, so to speak, meaning it's so easy for people to get in and get out of the market. Unlike in stocks and bonds and all of that kind of thing, it's much easier in cryptocurrency to get in and out and trade around because the costs are a lot less, the tax implications are a lot less, although that's changing somewhat, but let's hope to keep it on a free market basis because that's what not having to worry about taxes is free market. When you have taxes, it's a controlling factor. It takes away the free market. So, but the point of it is that I think we could drop down significantly. I have told other people in a chat room that I moderate that would probably be the case. It looks like it is happening, and nothing to fear, even though we may drop down a lot. So the points to take, the actionable intel: pull some money off the table, pull out of the more speculative coins, go into the stronger coins, the Ethereums, the Litecoins, the Bitcoin Dashes, the Bitcoins, PivX, Dash. Those are strong coins. Let me see what PivX is before I tell you to. And I'm not giving anybody recommendation or financial advice. Yeah, PivX is actually holding very strong. Dash, let's see what Dash is doing. Dash had such a run up that some people may have pulled. Still holding relatively strong compared to other coins that are dropping 20 and 30%. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling back. I'm pulling some cash, some of my profits. As most of you who have followed me, you probably have significant profits. I'm pulling some of those off the table. I'm going into silver, by the way, just FYI. I'm going to go into silver. I don't want American dollars. American dollars are becoming trash. I'm going into silver and some gold. And I'm realigning my entire portfolio. And I will be sharing with everyone on YouTube some of what I'll be going into. I will also be using my system for trading, which I do all the time. And I'll be using it for automating trading, which will be available. But once again, sign up for coinpicker.com. The message is that we are going to continue having a bull market, but we're going to be taking a large breather and we're going to see some dramatic downturns. That's what I think. It could, if we crest, let's see here. Let's go back to the chart just so, to cover all the bases for everybody. If we crest on this run up, which, today, if you look at a 7-day, we're definitely not on a run up. We're in a downtrend. But we still have a little bit of increase from the other day because we had a bad bounce here. But you can tell the market's sort of trending 750 to 650. But if we manage in the next month or two to crest this point and eventually that point, so this is the 730, this is the 750. If we manage to crest it, and I say it's possible, if we manage to crest it relatively soon, then we're back on to take on this period. This mark, 830-ish. But if we don't, if we fail again, then I would expect a farther drop. Does everybody follow me? So I have other technical indicators I'll share that would tell me what our probability is of cresting that. Right now, I would say it is relatively low. That I'm banking that we're going to continue on our downward trend or muddling along in this region, which means that, once again, the same advice what I'm doing is pulling money off the table, shifting to the more lower beta coins, reassessing which coins I want to get into as new projects, and pulling a lot of the gains out, and I'm investing some of the earnings into silver. So that is coinpicker.us signing out. Once again, go ahead and subscribe if you like what I'm talking about and like my approach. Click and go to coinpicker.us to get my list of top 10 coins. It'll start this week where I'll start sending that out. And the more downward trending the general market, the more precise we have to be in picking which coins, which vehicles we will invest in. And my algorithms, my indicators help me a lot and give a lot of significant advantage. I'm going to share that with those of you on my list. Thanks again. See you tomorrow.